Today we're going to talk about strategy for how to get more roofing leads. And I'm going to give some big picture perspectives for when it comes to strategizing your marketing. And then I'm going to go into a list of all the different marketing platforms that you could be using at this moment. So if you're joining me for the first time, I was a roofer for 15 years. During that time, I was very successful in running the marketing department for that company. And as a result of understanding the struggle that roofers have, I decided to start my own company that focuses on helping roofers get more leads from their website. So today we're going to start off by talking about your company, if it's a large or small company. Depending on the size of your company, your strategy will change a little bit. For example, when you're small, you want to use as many free marketing options as possible. For example, posting on Facebook is free, but running an advertisement on Facebook costs money. So you tend to want to lean towards more free options like YouTube or creating content on your website. And video and content on your website are extremely important. So if you're in a smaller company, definitely do that. If you're in a larger company, you want to think about things like ramping up your content promotion. So for example, you may have created one blog for your website every month. Well, now you can do 4 blogs or 8 blogs. So part of that's going to come from your ability to hire a good team to help you produce more marketing. And there's a whole lot more we could get into, but that's just the difference between small company, you're relying on yourself, large company, you're relying on your team. The next would be inbound versus outbound leads. So inbound leads are when the leads are coming to you. And that's an ideal scenario, obviously, because you set up a website, somebody finds your website, the lead comes to you. Outbound is where you have your own effort. So you need to evaluate which one are you stronger in, which one are you less strong in. So for example, outbound would be things like going out and knocking on doors or reaching out to past customers or going to networking groups. Those are the outbound tasks that you and your team can do. So perhaps if there's something lacking there, you can improve that. Or if there's inbound options like adding PPC to your strategy or SEO to your strategy, that will produce inbound. So just take into consideration that both are in effect. And then new customers versus past customers. Everyone wants the new customers. We sometimes forget the existing customers. So I just want to run through a few things. Your existing customers are going to be the easiest ones to sell. So any way that you can stay top of mind for them, reach out to them. Make sure that you're always showing up on social platforms so they see you, they see your company, they see your brand. Get to know them so they give you more referrals or they introduce you to neighbors, all that sort of thing. The key thing here is just remembering that your existing customers are a huge source for your company, not just new customers. All right, so now I'm going to rattle off a list of platforms that you could be using. The first one is going to be the owner's personal brand. So for example, you have your company's Instagram page, let's say. You as the owner should have your own Instagram page if you're into that sort of social media. And the reason being is there's a lot of people out there that know you. They might not care about the brand, but they care about you. So they're going to watch your posts, and every now and then you're going to be posting yourself on showing your friends and family how you're on a roof and you're at work and so on. And those sort of things are going to lead to getting your company out. So aside from personal brand, I mentioned that specifically because we always think of company brand, but your personal brand is also important. Next would be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, your job site, getting signs up. It's very important. SEO, which is search engine optimization. That's what you do to your website to make sure it gets found on Google. Creating blogs. The more blogs you can create that are of good quality on your website, it's going to be helpful. PPC, which is like the advertisement on Google and also Bing, or PPC for social media, so running social media ads. The other would be Google My Business, which is your map listing on Google. It's very important to stay active on there. Your email campaigns, emailing past customers, finding other influential people in your city who can promote your company. Cross-marketing with related brands. So if you know somebody that builds decks and you're the roofer in the area, you guys can share leads, because when the person's putting a deck on the homeowner's house, they could talk to them about roofing and vice versa. So you guys can do cross-marketing across brands. Reputation and reviews. You always want to get as many reviews as you can. Start with Google, and then once you have a ton on Google, you can move to other things like Better Business Bureau and other platforms out there. Google Local Services is a lead generator that is different from Google Ads, and if you have it in your area, it's definitely worth looking into and seeing how that works out for your company. There's direct mail options, there's print like magazines, billboards, canvassing, door knocking, past customers, referrals, we've already mentioned those. Employees' personal brand. So if you have somebody in your company that has a social media platform, you can encourage them and create incentives for your team to post on their platforms, and that will also bring in more stuff. Networking groups, radio, TV, any events like home shows, and then if you are in the commercial world, you want to look into getting account managers and reaching out to things like what's the term I'm looking for? Like property management associations or facility management associations or facility manager associations. And the last thing I wanted to mention was sales culture, because your sales team can produce more leads by just the way they carry themselves, the way they interact with your customers, whether or not they ask for referrals, how good they are at knocking on the neighbor's door. Your sales culture can make a huge difference. Plus, if you have a lot of leads coming in but they're not closing, then of course having a greater sales team can lessen the pressure that you're feeling to get more leads. So keep doing what you can to bring in a solid sales team that's hungry, motivated, and ready to go. If this helped, please leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions about marketing. I'd love to talk about it.